What about like when did you feel like you started to actually have more of a US fan base? Because that's obviously something that's kind of been very difficult for UK rappers over the years, and still bit by bit we see people becoming more and more accepting of UK accent and music style. But when did it start to feel like, oh, okay, they're actually fucking with me?
Yeah, after Gang, but then Druski. After I did that shit with Druski, yeah, shit went up.
And how did that come together? Because what's it called? No More Social Media?
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, he's I don't know how hard he had to work for it, but he kind of nailed the flow and everything pretty quickly.
He did his thing. How did it happen? Like the day before I met him, he posted my song in his story, like when he was posting his pop-up in London. And then I was kind of just messaging a few people that I work with, like, yo, if you lot can connect the dots, then try and connect it. But again, like I said, it just happens naturally. Like no one could really connect the dots. Then I had to go to the Bape store to collect a fit. When I got there, he was there. And then, yeah, he was just showing me mad love. Just locked in from there. And then he just told me whenever I'm over in Atlanta to shout him. And I was literally, my flight was already booked for like the week after. And then before I got there, I was in LA at the time and he texted me saying, yo, would you get on this song? And I heard it and I was like, yeah, like I felt, I'm a bit skeptical. At first, I was a bit skeptical because, bro, you see where man's from, yeah? Like the hate is just. You might have heard about the UK hate, innit?
The UK is one of the most like judgmental countries I could think of, or they really just want to keep you in a box. They don't, creativity, free expression. That's kind of like more of an American thing. Not to say that there's none of it there, but there's just like, it's kind of like a confining vibe out there in a way.
Nah, facts. So I was kind of skeptical. I was thinking, fuck, like, if I do this and people are just going to not take man serious, because obviously I've just stepped through the door.
Exactly,
I'm a rapper now. But it's like, I didn't want that. Then I just started like looking at what you guys do. And I was like, bro, serious rappers be doing like comedy sketches sometimes or this or that. Like they do things with content creators, you know what I'm trying to say? So I was just like, nah, man, like, that's the way I want my career to go anyway. I want my career to be a thing of like, where I'm presented in a good light.
Especially because Druski is so huge. And have you ever met a Druski hater?
No.
Me neither. I don't
exactly.
think. I'm sure they're out there somewhere, but it's not like a popular thing to hate on Duski. He's pretty much like a person who just brings joy to the world through in social media. Yeah.
Nah, facts. So then when I just got over that, it only took me like an hour or so. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. But when I did it, the same shit I was worried about happened in the UK. Like I went on Twitter and it was only UK people, like kind of like influential people in the UK. That were just saying like, why did Kairo do this? And at the time, I was gonna, because they're all going on, and it was like a half and half. Some people were saying I've done the right thing and it's opening up my market to the US, and then you had the haters that were saying that, and I was tempted to post my streams after, because after I did that Druski shit, that Gang went from doing like 150k a day to like 350k a day.
Wow.
And mainly was America. You know what I'm trying to say? So I knew that was gonna happen, but. Yeah, these people, they don't get it, man. They don't really get it.
I think that they might be scarred too because I might be getting like the order of the shit wrong, but like when Man's Not Hot came out, it's like the biggest fucking meme for the whole world.
Yeah.
But then I feel like some people in the UK ended up not loving it because they felt like it made the genre as a whole kind of look like if everybody's introduction to the genre is like, oh, here's this funny joke version of it, that can maybe make people as a whole not take it seriously.
Yeah, the UK, it's always like that, but you have a lot of great people in the UK as well, bro, that push, like I said, it was half and half. A lot of great people push the Man's Not Hot. But then there's just certain people that kind of just direct and only find the negative out of it. They don't find the positive. But like I said, even when I went into the studio that day, I had a choice. I could have went kind of with just being funny too. But I said, nah, I'm gonna rap some shit on this. You know what I'm trying to say? And that helped me also because a lot of the comments, especially from Americans, were saying, and even back home, were saying like Kairo slapped his verse. You know what I'm trying to say? But I could have just did the funny shit.
Yeah.
Like the Man's Not Hot. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, nah, I'm gonna use this outlet that Druski's giving me to actually show I can rap.
Definitely.
So, yeah.
Who else you got good relationships with in the US?
In the US, so much people, you know. I don't know whether to say good relationships, but just show me love and communicated. You know what I'm trying to say? Like had like the Jack Harlows, spoken to Rick Ross, Soulja Boy, Show Me Love. I've got songs with like 41 from New York.
Oh yeah.
So many people, bro. I can't even remember everyone.
What do you think it is? You think they just like hear the music and I mean your sound is very like clean.
Yeah.
I guess is how I would kind of put it. Like I feel like a lot of drill music or UK street music might be kind of like hard for people to wrap their heads around, but generally speaking, it's like kind of you could tell what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know, it's comprehensible for the masses. I think.
Facts. I think the same.
Yeah.
I think the same. I've been told by people over here as well that they can kind of hear what I'm saying, that the clarity is a bit cleaner than most. So.
And you realize over time that like popular rappers are attracted to other popular rappers or people that they think are making good music. You know, everybody's always trying to figure out how they're going to get another hit or make a poppin' song. So it's like, you know, if your music is killing it on social media and TikTok and everything, that's probably going to be enough to make a lot of people kind of stand up and say, oh, okay, I want to be a part of that.
No, facts. 100%.
Shout out to Everything 420. It's like the Amazon for everything that you need to get lifted. Whatever your vibe is, their app makes it super easy for you to shop for your next sesh. Shipping is fast, the packaging is super low key, and they're always running deals. Tap into the app and use code NOJUMPER to get a little something off. Shout out to Everything 420.